But I lean into my y'all just a touch. I think when I've got an international audience, because I use it. It's useful. But bounced all around the U.S. growing up, and y'all is a wonderful Southern. So many beautiful uses. I figured I would treat your ears to an American y'all now and again. Our beautiful international Keyforge stream. You're welcome. Let's see. I want to see these decks. Okay, great. We are loaded in. Okay. Get ready. Top table. 5-0. Silly in front of I don't know how many people. I haven't even checked. Oh, great. We're up to 54. Beautiful.
It's all good.
All right. Yep. Ugluk with Werestorm, as we saw before. Playing his own deck. Stormstrong with Corpulent Denizen playing his own deck. Here we go. Straight up Archon. Ugluk saying, interesting. So here we go. Rock and roll.
There we go. Whose deck is whose? Did they pick their own or each other's?
Picked their own. Yeah,
Excellent.
They picked their own. Ugluk piloting Werestorm, who he destroyed with an amazing Mars AOA board, which is just beautiful. Beautiful to me.
Ah, yes, and the old Corpulent Denizen, which we've seen a couple of times this evening.
Yes. Ugluk opening with an Eclectic Inquiry. Decent first turn play. Getting some speed off the archives. Stormstrong responding with their own Eclectic Inquiry. This is where if I could commentate this like a side character in a card anime, I would say something dramatic about them using the same technique right there. Stormstrong following up with Tirado and Infomorph. I like that. Reaps draw 2 there. Well, 2 total. And Ugluk responding with their own Logos Mutant, Kehoe, and Group Think Tank, which would decimate the current boards, which is just hilarious.
Code Red only, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Yes, deck. Yes, deck. I'm going to make sure I'm going to be pronouncing that E as crisply as I can.
For the avoidance of doubt, let's just say that anytime that it's any possible confusion, it's always deck.
Yes. Good to
Standard disclaimer.
Feyforge, I love that. Part of the Archons. There it is, a Feyforge moment. The Spirit's Way destroying all creatures. Stormstrong following up with a Font of the Eye and Techno Knight, ruining any fun we were going to have with all of those mutants just reaping with Amber and cards and speed galore. With speed galore, resetting the board to get a Font of the Eye and that Knight out to get an advantage there. Be a turn ahead on getting cards out. Ugluk with a Survey. Surveying their deck, getting out 2 creatures, a Commander Chan and a Umbra Alien. Observe you, Max, for some Amber control on an elusive creature, which is great. If we can get that thing skirmish, that will be lovely.
Got all of the popcorn clips now.
So many popcorn Zacks. So many popcorn Zacks. I leaned into some faces there. Stormstrong playing that Effervescent Principle, the mega Effervescent Principle there. It's almost always worth it.
Huge.
Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, plays Effervescent, draws 3 cards, uses gains a chain, uses reverse time to swap their deck in the discard pile, so they're going to see that Effervescent again soon. Hey there, getting their mega enhanced card. And they're still, Stormstrong is still ahead on Amber. Beautiful play there. Beautiful play there. Not even joking. I do want to figure out, maybe I can clip games to either make them a bit shorter, but then record commentary as a side character in a card anime. Just for fun. Just for fun.
I look forward to seeing it.
I've said it to everybody.
Yep. Now it needs to be a thing.
Now it's real. Ugluk having a lovely Untamed turn here. Ghost Hawk in between. Oh, that's great. In between Umbra Alien. Upgraded Umbra Alien. Say that 3 times fast. And Commander Chan. Nifl Ape lost in the woods. Who's going to get lost here? Probably the 2 Untamed creatures. Yep.
There we go.
Yeah. A good way to stay ahead on board there. Gotta love those cards that are even technically, sort of, but you get to choose and how to make it advantageous for yourself. Those are always some good cards.
Even but
We've got
slightly
a
more
rock.
even to you.
Yes. And speaking of completely uneven, we have what was pulled off last game: a Wild Bounty
Wild
into
Bounty.
the Growth Surge, giving a bunch, about 5 total counters to creatures here, going up to 9. Key cost 6. So well ahead of Stormstrong on Amber. The game's early, though. Anything could happen. Anything could happen, depending on who is willing to make a pact with the Shadow Realm here. Stormstrong, Dark Minion, Mindfire. Dealing damage to Umbra Alien. Discarding Kehoe. Stealing an Amber. Dark Minion, Dino Fiend. We've definitely seen these creatures do some work in this deck before. Excuse me while I get this popcorn out of my teeth.
Well, there's the first key for Ugluk. And that is always the danger of eating popcorn. As demonstrated by Zach.
Worth it for the GIF.
Absolutely. Worth it for the internet meme.
So, Stormstrong get a slight rapidly decreasing disboard there. Ugluk responding with a Exploro Rover on the Umbra Alien, which is a great play. A great play. That's a 6-power skirmish with 2 fight abilities. I love that. I love that setup. Really turning what's kind of a sort of mediocre mashup creature into a powerhouse. Commander Cham reading, and there comes the piece of cord. There comes the piece of cord. I like it. That's a cost for slamming a Dino Fiend into something. So Ugluk, with just the 3 cards out.
There's an Orb of Wonder.
Yeah, there it is. Getting a good board position here. All but 5. Dark Minion dealing some damage. Font of the Eye. Yes, and the Orb of Wonder. Oh, the wondrous Orb of Wonder.
What wonders will it bestow on us this time?
If you had seen what I have seen, you'd be mad too. Flavor text and Orb of Wonder. So we got a Bring Low, Font of the Eye. Ugluk playing QMax, drawing. Always love drawing a card. Can't complain. Can't complain about that.
Standardized testing.
Discarding that. Yeah, that would hit the precious Umbra Alien. We don't really want that.
No.
Kehoe, Cronus, Titan Engineer. This is a good turn. Good board position turn here.
C. Will Courtney, thanks for the follow. Tommy Grimm, also, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you both. Yeah, if you're watching and haven't followed, please do. We get to start talking about other things while people play major plays like Spirit's Way and then have to immediately go back. So, let's come for more of that. But yeah, definitely give a follow.
I'm also loving that your character's dropped on your face.
Oh, love really? That. That's the best. I was not watching it, so I am. Look at that. Hello, little guy. Hello. That I can't quite see here. Hello. There we go. Precious. Okay, we've got Anthony just came out, took all of Stormstrong's Amber as he finally got to check for that first key. After that, Spirit's Way cleared just about everything. Spirit's Way cleared just about everything. So that's a good pace setter for Ugluk. If Ugluk can really just get through the second key and get that forged before Ugluk can deal with this Anthony, I think Ugluk is going to be in a great spot.
Absolutely.
I think Ugluk is going to be in a great spot.
It does seem to be edging slowly but surely towards that second key, whilst also putting out some threats.
Yeah, certainly. I'd have to look at my timing charts to see if Techno of Night, if something fights into Anthony, would all the Amber come to the pool before Piece of Cord triggers? Effervescent Principle. You gotta love playing Effervescent Principle when you're that low on Amber. There you go. And I believe that's the triple... Yep. Excuse me. Wasn't able to mute for that burp. That's the triple draw card Effervescent Principle. So draw 3 cards, archive 3 cards. Beautiful.
Yeah, I believe it would, because it's after a creature is used to fight. So the fight has to resolve. The creature is destroyed in the fight. So yeah, I think that would definitely work.
Yeah. Orb of Wonder into a reverse time. So Stormstrong summoning with the Orb of Wonder here. Flying reverse time. Swapping deck and discard pile. So Stormstrong's got plays, definitely not out of this game, as really on Amber they're roughly even. Their Amber just happens to be all on that Anthony. So let's see where this goes. Turn 8, Ugluk, choosing a house. They've got choices. Got a couple of different things to choose from here.
Star Alliance.
Yes. Star Alliance, here they go. New Frontiers, naming logos, and hitting 2, or 1, excuse me, missing their key frog, sadly. Let's see. Reaping with Anthony. Okay. A pretty basic cycling turn. Nothing terribly dramatic. Stormstrong. Got to get back in this. Don't need... Ugluk is just getting time. Is biding time with that Anthony. Reaping going up. Stormstrong can make some plays here. And go big. Ooh, there it is. Torado. Reaping with the Torado. Drawing some cards. There are 5 in archives, which I really like. Keys, of course, currently cost 9. They'll drop down to 7 after this. Autoencoder, Eclectic Inquiry. Bringing that archives up to 7. And that is a large mutant Logos board, which is awesome. So Stormstrong is in a great spot here at check with 7. Keys cost 7. If Ugluk goes Star Alliance, they could easily keep Stormstrong off of the key again. They would have to go up more than 1 though because of the Anthony drip.
Yep.
Of course. Look at me learning.
Yeah, remembered from the last time. Well done.
I did. Look at that. Ooh, I like the ghost talk here. Great ghost talk on the Center Chief. That's awesome.
Why don't you carry on? I've got a judge call to make.
Excellent. Sounds good. I will continue to ramble. Rapid evolution. Of course, onto the giant Anthony. Rapid evolution with the giant Anthony, of course. Stormstrong. So Ugluk is in a good position there because, they've kept Stormstrong still from their first key. Ugluk is now at check. 8-6. Stormstrong now has an amazing Logos board. I've got to say, though, let's see if they pick up... They don't pick up their archives. Plays Effervescent Principle. So capture it. Now we're going to do draw, archive, draw, archive, draw, archive. And then, boom, there goes the Amber. So... Stormstrong calculating, can't say he's wrong, of course, calculating that the 3 cards and Amber lost for Ugluk. I think they both lost the same amount of Amber, but Stormstrong got to draw 3, archive 3 in that situation, and now has a big, full Logos turn. Ooh, and there's a Forge Compiler. I really like Forge Compiler in this instance. And let's see how Stormstrong plays this. There's a reverse time, swapping discard pile and deck. That Effervescent Principle is back in there. Now Stormstrong is going to be able to redraw that. He's going to be able to redraw the that insane Effervescent Principle. I don't know if he'll use it. Let's see what he does. This is wild. Reaping, drawing. Okay. Check first again, finally. Keys cost 9. That'll drop back down a little bit here. And we'll see where Ugluk goes and how Ugluk deals with this rapidly. Yep, there it is. Another reverse time. 13 cards. Okay, 13 cards in the archives. 5 in hand. 7 creatures on the board. So 10 cards, 10 cards on the board, 13 in the archives, and 5 in hand. That's 28. There's only 8 cards between the discard pile and the draw pile at this point, which is impressive. You gotta love how Stormstrong is piloting this deck. Stormstrong are rapidly increasing their position, and with that archives, with these tricks Stormstrong is pulling, that's really impressive. And then if Ugluk forges without dealing with this board, Stormstrong's board is sticking around. The back and forth in this game is great. Not many back and forth quite yet. Ugluk kind of going ahead here and looking good tenuously with a strong position with a good Anthony. But as this game has dragged on, Stormstrong has just taken advantage of that time to set up a much bigger, kind of more dangerous board than Ugluk has. And this Anthony is almost at an amber. It's got 14 power, keys cost +2 from it, but Stormstrong is going to have answers. So Ugluk, check it 8, Stormstrong picking up that 13 archive. Did anybody else forget that that Stormstrong had Dis in his deck, or is that just me? Because I just forgot that Ugluk had Dis in his deck, and now here we go. Infernus, Purging Survey, and New Frontiers. I still have plenty of popcorn left, y'all, and we have a 16-card hand to get through. So, Stirring Grave, Archiving, Squire Alice. Yeah, this is... Yeah, that hand, Confirmation level of hands. That is true. Let's see, we got a double Doom. Oh, and there is exactly... Stormstrong had been planning on exactly how to deal with that Anthony when he wanted to with that double Doom. That has been in his mind for, a hair and a freckle at this point. Discarding Dark Minion, archiving a card, discarding Dark Minion, Dying Cinder. Man. There's an Anguish for key cost control for these last 2 keys. Yes, pumping that key cost up to 13 between an Anguish getting hit by a mashup creature's Exalt ability, Waking Nightmare to pump it all the way up to 13. No way Ugluk is forging on this next turn. Stormstrong does not want that Forge Compiler just yet, because getting that second key up to the 3rd is just a bit too dangerous. And let's give Stormstrong that vote of confidence. Still 9 cards in hand, 2 in the archive, 11 in the discard, and way too many mutants out there. Ugluk into Logos. Ugluk looking about similar as far as just keys and Amber are concerned, right? And Ugluk's really got to start to have this deck just take apart what Stormstrong is doing, as they are really neck and neck with, I think, some favor for Stormstrong here, just because that board is so effective with its mutants right now. It could easily just burst up to beyond what Ugluk can deal with now that Anthony and the destruction counters are gone. Auto encoder. A little late, but it can still help. Even Ivan giving a draw, it looks like. Standardized testing. Hitting the Anguish, hitting the Cinder, hitting the QMEX. That is a great standardized testing. Eclectic Inquiry for 2 cards. That is a good standardized testing. QMEX into his own, getting rid of that key cost increase, getting rid of that large taunt creature. This is gonna be with how big these boards are. This is Dragon Ball Z levels of of just an insane amount of cards and information to keep track of.
Oh, there's the
There's Stormstrong. There's Stormstrong with that signature effervescent principle.
With the triple draw.
For sure. With the triple draw and the triple Cronus trigger, right? Like nobody is dealing with each other's board, so they both just get to operate at full power.
Yeah, for sure.
It's insane.
And while I was away, thank you, Claymore, for that follow. Welcome to the stream. Just still dealing with this judging issue.
So Richard Garfield talked about the idea. He loves the idea, which I do too, of players being associated with certain decks, right? Like, of course, we like to talk about Confage with Nathan, of course, after Vault to Richmond, which is awesome. What about the idea of players being associated with particular cards, like Stormstrong and this insane Effervescent, right? Like, Of course, all in the Corpulent Denizen. So, hand of 14, archives of 6,
Wow.
draw of 2, and a discard of 2. A draw of 2, and a discard of 2.
Wow.
2 keys forward, stormstrong, 7 amber, check, keys cost 6.
There are
Ugluk can definitely... Yeah, Ugluk can definitely keep him
precisely
off of the key, but let's see.
4 cards not in play on that side of the table.
Yeah, it's bonkers. It's bonkers. Perhaps the only effervescent that has those icons too. Yeah, those are, yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. They TTR, definitely. I'd say. Ugluk, I mean, Ugluk, this is mass mutation, mass versus mass mutation, so Ugluk could certainly have some tricks up the sleeve, but Stormstrong is starting to put a definitive, an exclamation point on the end of this game here. Starting to put an exclamation point on the end of this game. What can Ugluk do? Ugluk playing Cronus. Man, Ugluk playing Cronus, the card that on the other side of the board has gotten Stormstrong at least 9 archives, if not maybe 12 or 15. Who's counting? Syzox, Bracket Syzox, it has a single capture and then 3 draws. So it's a bit, hilariously, it's like a Nambo with the capture, right? But then it's the 3 draws, and it's completely insane with the Chronos, and then the ability to just replay that with reverse time.
Yeah.
Ugluk, catching up with Ugluk here, reaping with the mutants to draw cards, up to 8 amber here. New Frontiers, Observe You Max, Teleporter Chief Tink, swap with Niffle Ape reaping, Sensor Chief Garcia, Keys, and the Anthony is back. Stormstrong is back down to 0 amber. Paired with reverse time into his Orb of Wonder. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, exactly, Bill. I am. Yeah, exactly.
Here's the archives.
There's the archive. So Ugluk at 10. If Ugluk can pull off that slowing Stormstrong down, they might be able to squeak something out here, but without dealing with that giant mutant board, I don't know what's going to happen. Interesting move. We've got Sanctum. All of Sanctum must be in Stormstrong's 20-card hand.
So this giant board, it looks like it's about to get somewhat bigger. Out comes the popcorn.
21-card hand. Excuse me. Who needs an Orb of Wonder when you have a 21-card hand? Riddle me this.
Yeah. Oh.
Riddle me this.
Hello.
Spirit's Way destroys everything except the Tink and the Ghost Hawk.
Wow.
Everything except the Tink and the Ghost Hawk. Stormstrong steals with Dino Fiend. And then it looks like the board's about to get cleared here with a giant Sanctum turn. Yeah, Spirit's Way. Everything except the 2 little creatures on the opposite side of the board. Discarding a Purify.
Oh, there's the piece of cord. That's gone now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you're right. He must have fought with the piece of cord while at 0. He fought with the piece of cord while at 0 with that smite. Yep. So we've got a Bring Low, which is going to capture everything onto that General Salvador, wow. Keeping Ugluk even off of Ugluk's second key. And Stormstrong just showing high levels of knowing exactly how he needed to play this out to come from the board position that looked like it was behind, but Stormstrong knew exactly what he was setting up for and knew what tools he would need when. This Sanctum turn, in other decks you might think the Sanctum turn, just do it, just play it to get it out of the way.
There it is.
But Stormstrong playing a huge Sanctum turn to capture literally everything, Ugluk down to 1 key 0 amber. That was amazing. That was amazing. 14 amber captured, double Orb of Wonder. What does it mean? Well, it means your deck operates amazingly efficiently and from behind. That's what double Orb of Wonder means. That is something else. That is something else. Well played to both Ugluk and Stormstrong. Stormstrong going on to these are 5-0s? I don't remember which O's these were.
I
Our
believe
XOs.
so. Let's just have
Yeah,
a
they
quick
were our
look.
5 O's. Yeah,
Yep, that's right.
that was awesome. Brilliant. Yeah, so great play from both Ugluk and Stormstrong. Um, uh, great play from both Ugluk and Stormstrong. Ugluk playing his deck really well, trying to manage exactly what was going on the other side of Stormstrong's board there. The lack of board clears just allowing, and the lack of some board control and board clears really allowing Stormstrong to have that Logos board that just for a few turns reaped, drew cards until he could really trigger that vicious cycle of the enhanced effervescent principle with triple card draw, with a Chronos out, and just cycle that, archive everything, prep for a giant Sanctum turn, and then just the right disc turn when he needed it too. That was really something else. Never even got to pop off that Forge compiler, keeping Ugluk to just one key there. So,
And yeah, I do believe that is the tournament, because I don't think anybody can reach Stormstrong now. He's 6-0.
goes. Let's see. It doesn't look like that's been reported yet.
It hasn't, no. But the rest of the top of the table has been reported.
There's a lot of 5-1s, so wouldn't he have to play one of them to make sure he doesn't go?
Yeah, true. Because if he lost the next round, then